offices in South Portland have been at the center of protests for months now, and there have been growing calls for the city to step in. Our investigative team took a closer look at how that facility operates, and they found that by ICE's own data, the facility on Macadam Avenue is not following its own rules. Fox 12 investigative reporter Ezra Kaplan joins us now with more on this story. Ezra.
For months, there's been nearly a 24-hour presence of protesters outside the ICE facility in Southwest Portland. At times, Portland police have declared a riot, and on multiple occasions, federal officers have used tear gas and/or pepper balls to disperse protesters. Now, a petition with over 15,000 signatures is calling on the city to revoke the permit that allows ICE to operate this facility. And it's getting the attention of city leaders.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The question was the city's authority to revoke or rescind the conditional use permit that was granted.
Robert Taylor is the city's attorney and says that while the permit was issued in 2011 by a previous city government, there's no simple undo button today.
Neither Oregon law nor Portland zoning code allows the city to unilaterally withdraw, rescind, or cancel that prior decision.
But this particular permit came with some special rules. One of the big sticking points back in 2011 focused on whether or not ICE could have 4 holding cells and operate this location as a detention facility. In the end, the city signed off on the plan, but said that no detainee could be held for longer than 12 hours in this facility. But an analysis of ICE's own detention data by Fox 12 found 25 instances when a person was held at this facility for longer than 12 hours. And of those instances, there were 20 times when a person was held for over 24 hours. And while a few of the cases happened during the Biden administration, 24 of the 28 cases of people staying over 12 hours happened since President Trump took office a second time. We asked ICE about what we found, and while they didn't dispute the data, they also wouldn't comment on the record. ICE maintains that this facility is not a detention center and that ICE has no detention centers in Oregon. Still, they are permitted to have 4 holding cells here, and the data shows that they are getting use.
So that permit was approved by a prior city council. That was something that we inherited, and we have legal requirements for that permit. So if they have fulfilled their obligations under that permit, we can't just revoke it because it morally feels good.
City Councilor Angelita Murillo tells me that she is working with the city attorney to examine whether or not they have cause to reevaluate the permit.
They do need to be standing by the agreements of the permit, and if they haven't done that, then that needs to be a discussion to have with council as a whole.
And while they haven't announced any concrete next steps, Councilor Murillo says that the city leadership is unified.
Every councilor right now is very dedicated to protecting the immigrant community. There's not a single one of my colleagues that I think wouldn't have my back. So I think we are ready to hold the line for immigrants in Portland.
Now, while this data did come directly from ICE, they didn't turn it over willingly. A group of academics and attorneys down at UCLA sued the administration under the Freedom of Information Act, and a judge ordered the department to release this data. There's a lot to still sort through of this data set in the coming weeks, and you can expect more of our reporting on this very important issue. Reporting in studio, Ezra Kaplan, Fox 12 Oregon.